Hey gamers, this is Liz Davidson from Beyond Solitaire, and I am bringing you a Kickstarter preview today that I'm really excited about. The first mission of By Stealth and Sea, and this is a game about Italian frogmen, human torpedo riders who were trying to take out British ships during World War II. This is a campaign game. It's going to be published by Dan Verson Games, and it is by David Thompson, who I am not ashamed to admit is one of my favorite designers these days. So in this mission, we are going to be replicating the historical first attempt by the Italians to operate these SLCs. And what I will tell you is that in terms of actual history, this mission was a cluster. And this particular playthrough is going to reflect that. Our equipment is going to be faulty. We're going to have a hard time being successful. And historically, this mission would probably have been considered a failure. Nobody really got anywhere with their attacks, and the Italians actually lost one of their SLCs, which the British were able to photograph and get a hint at what they were up to, militarily speaking. So we'll see if we can do a little bit better than history, but I have my doubts. The other thing that's very awesome about this game in particular is that it is designed to be played as a campaign. So depending on how you do from mission to mission, your pilots will get better and you'll improve your skills. But at the same time, if you're being particularly successful, the British harbor defenses are going to be increased in order to deal with you and the trouble that you make. So this is a game that is designed to change over time and to evolve based on your performance. And I think that is super cool. So just to give you a look at what victory conditions we're dealing with, if you can get better than a 6, you have won some kind of victory. I will also tell you that historically, because there are historical scores for how actual people did on our mission, the Italians originally scored a 3, a loss. So we're going to see if we can get up to at least a bronze medal for military valor. Let's try it. This game has several missions, and you basically do what's on a special card before you start normal play. This is called forward positioning. The forward positioning card we're going to be working with this time is called La Spezia. And what it's going to mean is that we get a surge token, which is a white token, on each of our SLCs. And also that each SLC has to draw 2 fault cards before we even get started. They sent us out with some bad equipment, y'all. All right, so let's do our fault cards first. All right, so SLC 1, their first fault is going to be a Warhead fault. Okay, so we have a singular Warhead, a repair check of 6. So if I get a lower than 6, my Warhead token is going to have to be taken off of my sheet and placed on this card. I can repair it, but will I bother? All right, so I only rolled a 2. That'll be great. And then let's do another fault card. Oh, fun, a transmission fault. Oh, a 6. Okay, good. So this just goes away. Made it through the transmission issue. So that could be worse. Could be worse. All right, so now we're going to draw faults for SLC 2. Let's pull breathing gear fault. So the good thing about SLC 2 is that they have a repair check of 2, which means I get to roll 2 dice. So it gives me slightly higher odds of getting that 6 and not losing my surge token. But it didn't happen, so I still lost it. Uh-oh, so my surge token comes off, and now we'll do another fault card. Warhead. So a Warhead fault, again, I need a repair check of 6 not to lose my Warhead. And I totally lost it. That was awesome. We're starting off very promisingly, folks. So Warhead goes on that card. We'll see if I can get it back later. Now for SLC 3. What are y'all gonna have go wrong? Uh-oh, okay, so battery fault. Battery faults always start off being okay because there's 2 batteries, but once you're out of them, you can't move. And the tokens just disappear from the game because it's not like you can repair your battery in the middle of the water. So let's see what happens with this. I rolled a 5, so my battery does go away, or one of them does. Now we're on to faults again, a transmission fault. So again, if this gets messed up, I can't do a full move. Let's hope that's not the case. Oh, 6. Okay, awesome. So I get to keep my transmission running. So slightly messed up battery, but full movement possible. So that was the forward positioning phase. I took all my little faults. Now I'm going to have to roll for one more because we're in the fault check phase. We're officially into gameplay. So in the fault check phase, you roll a die, and one of your SLCs is going to have to take a fault card. So let's do this. An SLC 1, it'll be 1 to 2, 3 to 4 is SLC 2, 5 to 6 is SLC 3. So it's going to be SLC 1 that takes something. They're going to get a breathing gear fault. So they could lose their surge token Surge tokens are useful for die modifications, and also I want that space covered because I don't want to lose stamina, but we're going to do what we got to do. So let's repair check it. Oh, a 6. Okay, so nothing happened. It actually worked out great. Lucky, lucky for now. Okay, so that's the fault check phase. Now we're in the SLC phase, which is the best part because this is where we get to do stuff. So basically the way this is going to work is that each of these SLCs has 2 action points right now per turn. If you get stunned, you only have 1, but right now everybody has 2. And you can choose to be more risky or more conservative in how you spend them. If you spend each of your action points on different things, you're gonna have to roll for those things and see if they happen and get a check. If you choose to spend both of your action points on one thing, then you can guarantee to achieve it, but you only get to do one thing that turn. So I feel like it's early in the game. I might as well just like play crazy and see what happens. But we might just choose a mix of styles for each SLC to show y'all as many different things as possible. So I think SLC 1, we're gonna go ahead and go for a full move. Let's send SLC 1 kind of this way and up into here, because I wanna get up into this harbor and take out these juicy, juicy ships up here. So SLC 1 is gonna roll for a full move. I need a pilot check of 4 or better. So my pilot check had to be 4 or better. I rolled a 5. 1, 2, 3. So with my other action point, I'm just gonna move 1 more. You can have a guaranteed move of 1 with your action points. So we're just gonna start shooting off this way. SLC 2, let's play them risky as well. Let's go for a full move and see if we get it. A 4, we did. 1, 2, 3. And then let's see if we can get them to, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and just change direction now, because changing direction requires a roll when you're submerged. So what I'm hoping is that I don't get spotted this time, so I can submerge and fly up this way. That is the goal. SLC 3, on the other hand, let's try to submerge them first. Let's roll a piloting check of 4 to dive. Okay, we got a 6, so they're gonna dive. And then let's have them move. Let's try for a full move of 2. But it didn't happen, so they don't get to move. I could have just taken a free 1 move, but I got greedy. There you go. So that was the SLC phase. We're mostly just kind of prepping right now, but things get juicier as the turns go by. Now we're going into the harbor defense phase. So what's interesting about the harbor defenses is that they really are different depending on how far along in the campaign you are. As you are more successful, the British are going to get smarter. So they are going to put out better defenses that make your life harder as you get better. So your guys get better the longer they survive and don't get captured, but the Brits get better too. For now, they're not really prepared for us. Historically, they weren't at this time. So the first thing we're gonna have is searchlight. If you're surfaced, they have to get a 10 or better on searchlights. If you're submerged, it's 11 plus. And these alert cards are the value that we're gonna be using to determine if we get spotted or not. So let's see for SLC 1, they're surfaced. I drew a 12. That was awesome. They got spotted immediately. The good thing about getting the 12 this time, though, is when that happens, you remove the lowest numbered cards from your discard pile, max 6. All right, so what that ends up meaning is that when you draw the 12 value card, you do the harbor defense part, and then you go through your alert deck discard pile, you find all the cards of the lowest value, but with a value that's no higher than 6, and then you remove those cards from the game. So like if I had a couple of 4s in discard pile, those would go. Or if 3 was the lowest, all my 3s would go. So your life gets harder as you get caught. So for now, though, I mean, we're just going to shuffle it right back in. So let's do a quick shuffle. So for now, this guy's been spotted by the searchlights. We're going to put a little detection, and it's just going to make it more likely that a patrol craft is going to end up on our butts in a second. So SLC 2, not get spotted by searchlights. SLC 3 is submerged, so that 10 does not spot him. Whew, 11. Oh, that was close. So we've made it through the searchlight phase. The underwater dive team is not yet established, but that's just a little foretaste of things to come. Patrol craft response time. So there's little patrol crafts kind of puttering around in the water, and we're going to see if they see us. So to see SLC 1, we only have to get a 7 plus on this next draw, which absolutely does happen. So we got the 7. And what happens is Patrol Craft 1 comes out and gets right in front of us, but we put them on their exhausted side for now. They're not going to attack us yet. We have a chance to try to get away. For SLC 2, they are surfaced, but they are not detected, so we need a 9 or better to spot them. But we get a 6. Whew, that was close. Don't need another one right now. And then SLC 3 is submerged, so it needs to be a 10 plus to get them. And it's only a 5. So nothing happened with SLC 3. Here we have patrol craft movement. This is basically for when you're not detected, but there are patrol crafts that are near you in the water. You'll roll and they'll kind of move around looking for you. Patrol craft attack will probably happen next turn because this guy is going to ready and try to come after us. Shore-based mortars don't exist yet. And then anti-torpedo netting is for when we're trying to get up here, so we'll talk about that shortly. So that was all of the harbor defense phase. So now we're going to do cleanup. If we had patrol craft on the water that were 4 or more hexes away from all of our SLCs, we would remove them from the board because they would have lost us well and truly. This guy's going to get ready. If he were submerged right now, we would take this detected token off, but he is not, so we're not removing it. And then we're going to advance the time token. So now it's 1 a.m. and we're starting up again. So let's go back to the joys of the fault check phase. Who's going to get it this time? This time it is SLC number 2 who will have a fault check. And they are risking a breathing gear fault. It's a repair check of 6. We've already lost our surge token, so like nothing can really happen if we win it or not. But we did, so great. Would that had happened last time. Okay, so everything worked out okay with the fault check. And now we're in the SLC phase. So I gotta figure out what I wanna do with my buddy here. So do we wanna play this risky or do we wanna play it conservative? I think what we're going to do is we're going to play risky because it's fun. We'll try to sink first. Let's do a pilot check for 4 to dive. Oh, yes. So we've dived. That's awesome. We're submerged. So now what we're going to try to do is move. So I can either move into the same space as him, but I don't really want to do that. Well, let's see if we can get a full move and slip like right under him. But again, I need a pilot check of 4 to do it. Oh, another 5. Okay, awesome. So what happens is because I'm moving under the water under him, I lose my detection token. I snuck away. That was awesome. So SLC 1 has escaped. We're submerged. Fantastic. That was a really good turn for SLC 1. SLC 2 is still surfaced. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for a full move with them and then maybe try to submerge. We're going to try to do some creeping up here. So again, to do a full move, they're going to need a pilot check of 4. And they did not get it. So they did not get that pilot check. So let's go ahead and see if they'll dive for me then. And we'll try that. Now, so SLC 2 just didn't do anything this turn. Well done. SLC 3 is still submerged. So with them, let's just go for a full move that requires a pilot check of 4. Oh, and we got a 5. Okay, so it's going to come up 2. And let's just move them 1 more with the free move. Somebody's got to get up here. It's got to happen. And these guys could also maybe go across, so that could work. All right, so that's all of our SLCs for this turn. SLC 2, you were useless this time. Harbor defense phase. We got searchlights. Surfaced craft need a 10 or higher to get spotted. Submerged need 11. So let's see if SLC 1 escapes this time. Totally did with a 4. Well done, sir. SLC 2, 6, not spotted. SLC 3, 5. Not spotted. Okay, we're getting these low ones. It's kind of making me scared. So no underwater dive team. Patrol craft response. Do they see SLC 1? He needs a 10 or higher to get spotted. A 4. No, not spotted. SLC 2 is surfaced. We need a 9 or higher to get them. It's a 10. SLC 2, you done got spotted. So what's going to happen is we're going to put a token on them and an exhausted patrol ship. So that is not good. SLC 3 is right there. But will 2 act as a decoy and keep them from being seen? Let's find out. Yes, because they're submerged. So if they had been surfaced, they would have got spotted just now. And another boat would have appeared, but whew, did not happen. Big relief. So what's going to happen is that this guy got away, but this surfaced SLC has a detection token. So what's going to happen is that this patrol craft is going to move 2 hexes towards this one. So these guys are going to try to move in on SLC 2. So SLC 2 is trying to get away. There won't be a patrol craft attack yet. This one's exhausted and they have to get into the same space as you, so it's not quite yet. So that was our harbor defense phase, and now we are in cleanup. This one goes from exhausted to ready, and we're going to advance the time. So it's 1:30 a.m. and things are heating up here in Gibraltar. All right, so now we're up for another fault phase, fault check. So let's roll. And this time it is number 2, SLC2, who's going to take another fault. That is a problem. Especially because the fault they're taking is the ballast tank. Yay! So I wanted to sink under the water and get away, but If the ballast tank is screwed up, then that's not going to happen. So we're going to see if we can roll a 6 with our repair check. We do get 2 dice with SLC2. Get a 6, guys. Make up for last turn. That did not go well. Okay, so SLC2 is in some trouble. So not only was our warhead messed up from before, but our ballast tank is now screwed up. So that means that we are only surfaced and we can't submerge until it's fixed. Woof. That was fun. Okay, so now it's time for our other SLCs to get something done and for SLC2 to try to survive. So let's go into the SLC phase. One is just going to continue their path here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move 1, and then I'm going to roll to change direction. So I need a 4 better piloting to change direction under the water because like I'm under the water and I can't see. If I were surfaced, I would just automatically have a success. But we got our 4. We are headed towards this harbor. Whew. Okay, so now it's SLC2's turn to try to do something. We can't sink. So I have a couple options. I can run for it and then try to repair my ballast. I can repair my ballast and try to make a run for it. Let's try a repair action really quick and see what I can get away with. I do get to roll 2 dice, so if I can roll a 6 on them, the ballast tank gets fixed. We're just doing a fix in the middle of people are coming, hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, I got a 6. Okay, that was actually pretty cool. So my ballast tank is back in action. That means I'm able to submerge. So I can choose to make a run for it, or I can submerge and accept that these guys are going to come in and try to attack me and I could get captured. I think I need to make a run for it. So we're gonna try to make a full move this direction. Oh, okay, so awesome. We're gonna just move through this guy and we're gonna come up 3. So we did our full move. What that means is that this guy will probably be able to stun us, but this one is too far away. So we're just trying to like reduce damage to this guy and making the run. SLC3, I'm gonna have to waste some time and space changing directions and stuff, but I kind of feel like that might be worth it. Or I can just come up this way. I don't think I want that though. All right, I think what SLC3 is gonna do, even though it's gonna force some extra directional changes, is we're gonna try for a full move under this patrol craft. And we get it. So we've come here. And then I'm gonna roll again to see if I can change direction and head this way. 6, we do get it. So SLC3 is change directions and they're gonna come up here. We're gonna have to change directions again to get to the harbor. I wanted to be more efficient, but I'm trying to keep from getting attacked by these patrol crafts. So those are my SLC actions. Now it's harbor defense time. So we got searchlights. These guys are submerged. This one's surfaced, but he's already spotted. So do we see 1? No. Do we see 3? Nope. They don't get spotted. That's pretty good. Then we're gonna have patrol craft response. So we're gonna pull for each of these guys. So SLC1, in order for a patrol craft to show up, needs a 10 or more. Yikes. So he gets detected, but he's still submerged. And an exhausted patrol craft will come on the board. So we're gonna see if we can give this guy the slip. Let's hope. SLC number 2 got an 8. They are surfaced and detected, so what that basically means is that yet another patrol ship is going to come here, but they're exhausted, so we have a chance to get away next turn. This is pretty dramatic right here. And then 3 is submerged and not spotted. That was close, but we made it. So for patrol craft movement, this guy is actually going to roll. So that's a 6, it's going to go this way. So patrol ship number 1 is like, just kind of going off in the wrong direction. Oh no, poor guy. And then we're gonna have some attacks. This dude is gonna move into this space and they're gonna draw to try to attack number 2. So they need a 7 or better to hit SLC number 2. And they pulled a 6. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, they just missed us. That was really close. So we made it through the harbor stuff. There's no mortars, the anti-torpedo net hasn't come up yet, so we actually did better than expected during the harbor defense phase. Now we're going to be in cleanup. No ships are going to get removed. This guy's still within 3 hexes, so not quite yet. These 2 exhausted patrol crafts are going to ready themselves. This is submerged, so his token will be removed. He's no longer detected, but SLC2 remains detected. And then we move up the time. So it's 2 a.m. We've been out here a couple hours. It's rough times. All right, so now it's time for a fault check once again. This time it is SLC3 that will have to deal with the fault check. It's a battery fault. Please let them pass this, because if not, we're just screwed. They can't move. Oh, come on. Oh, yes. Oh my God, we kept the battery. That was really good. Yes. Okay, so SLC3 escaped that little fault check. Now it is time to continue. So SLC1, what are you going to do, buddy? I think SLC1 is going to try to do a full move, and then we're going to try to evade nets and get up in here. I think that's the plan. That's the plan. So hopefully we get a 4 better in our pilot check. Come on, buddy. Yes. Okay, so we got a 5, so we're going to come up 1. And then if we want to enter this space, we need to get an ops check of 4. So we need to roll another 4 or better. Come on. Oh, 4. Okay, awesome. So we are in here now. We're going to have to change direction. We made it into the harbor. So SLC2 is in some trouble. I think what they're going to do, let's go ahead and try to submerge and move. Because if I just submerge, I could get hit twice, and it could be really bad. All right, cross your fingers, guys. We're going to try to submerge, and we need a check of 4. Okay, we got a 5. Okay. So they've submerged. Can we move? Let's try for it. Let's try for that full move and see if we can get undetected. Oh, yes, a 6. Okay, so this gets removed, and we're going to go up 2. So if we get really lucky, we may actually make it to the harbor with 2 of our guys next turn. Let us hope. All right, and SLC3, what are we going to do with you, buddy? Let's go ahead and just go for like a full move. We'll just keep moving. So the full move did happen, and then we're going to take our 1 freebie move. So everybody is trying to get into the harbor now. That's what we're doing. That is what we are doing. Okay, so all the SLCs did their thing. That was actually a pretty good turn for them. So no underwater dive team, but we do have some searchlights. Everybody's currently submerged. So the searchlights are going to look, but hopefully no luck. SLC1's free. SLC2's free. SLC3 is free. Okay. Now we're doing patrol craft. It's a little bit different. So SLC1 is actually a little bit more risk of being seen because he's submerged, but he's in the harbor. So I need a 9 or better, but he's okay. Is SLC2 going to get seen? They're submerged, but not in the harbor. No. Is SLC3 going to get seen? They are submerged, but not in the harbor. No. If it had been a 10, yes, but a 9, we got out of it. Okay, then. We didn't get spotted. Now, this was in here. These patrol crafts are going to move, and they're going to look for us a little bit. So if they end up in the same hex as us, we do get attacked, so we don't really want that. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Well, patrol craft 1 is just out of range. They're going to get removed this turn, so whatever. Patrol craft 3, let's roll for them and see if they come this way. They do not. They rolled a 3, so they're going to come like this. Oh no, bye. All right, patrol craft 2 rolled a 4, so they're actually moving away. They're searching in the wrong direction, and I'm not sad. Patrol craft number 4 could end up getting one of us if we roll a 1 or a 2. But we didn't. We rolled a 6, so it's heading this way. They don't think we're headed for the harbor. Oh no. So there actually won't be any patrol craft attacks. Okay, awesome. So now we're in cleanup. This ship is going to get removed because it's too far away from all of our guys. So it's going to come back over here. It can be redeployed later. None of our patrol craft are exhausted, so they're not going to unexhaust. Nobody's submerged with a detected token, so no detected tokens need to be removed. And it's 2:30 a.m. So now we're back into the fault checks. Let's see what happens. All right, so it's a 5. This time, SLC3 is going to take a fault check. It's a wetsuit. If we lose our wetsuit, we have to do an immediate check to see if we're going to be stunned, which hopefully won't happen, but it's a little bit anxiety-inducing. Can I roll a 5? I cannot. Okay, so SLC3 is going to lose their wetsuit. What that means is that I immediately need to do a stamina check because they just got dropped in some cold water. Fortunately, their stamina I get to roll 2 dice for. So if I can roll a 5 or higher on them, I'm not stunned. Okay, we got our 5. Stunning did not occur. Whew. Okay, yikes. We're not wearing a wetsuit, but we've been swimming hard enough that we're just heated up. It's good. Okay, so now it's time for us to do stuff. SLC1. we have a couple interesting things to think about. One of which is that the Warhead is messed up. So I think that I want to come up here and try to get the Sheffield here, which is worth 5 points. 3 is good, but 5 is better. So let's change directions. Hopefully I can get my pilot check of 4. I got a 5, so we're going to change directions. And let's creep up under into the same space as the Sheffield. That's what I want to do. So again, I need a pilot check of 4 for a full move. Come on. Okay, we got a 3. So he doesn't move, but he's ready to move? Let's hope. So that was not as effective as I wanted, but we're doing something. SLC 2. Let's send them... We're going to go for it. We're going to try to get up here and get a 10. My ambition will get me in the end. Let's do... we got to evade first. So let's go ahead and try to roll for a 4. Got it. So we came in, we evaded the net. Now I think I just need to change direction. Or try for a move, but I'm going to eventually have to change direction. What I could do is I could change direction. I can kind of creep up this way and just get one of the boats. That seems smart. Let's do that. So we got a 6. So we did succeed in changing our direction. So now what I'm planning to do is just, however I end up stopping, I'm just going to shoot one of these. And I think it's my best plan. All right. And then SLC 3. Let's take a free move here. And let's roll to change direction. We got it. So we're going to change direction. Harbor defense. So things get a little bit dicier. Also, we're waiting for that 12 to show up. So I need an 11 or higher to get them. Nope. Yep, SLC 2 has been spotted, y'all. So they got detected. And then SLC 3, not spotted by the searchlights. This is getting risky, people. All right, so now we're going to do patrol craft. Okay, nobody's surfaced, but everybody's in the harbor. And this dude is going to get got, probably. All right, so will SLC 1 be spotted by a patrol boat? No. Will SLC 2 be spotted by a patrol boat? Oh God, yes. SLC 2, why? Why did we bring you on this mission? So this boat is going to show up. It's exhausted, but it's here. That's bad. And then we're going to have to do our alert card deck thinning. So what is the lowest value card in here? A 2. So we're going to find every 2 in here and remove it. Happily, I think there might only have been 1. So that wasn't actually that bad. Okay, so we're going to shuffle everything back together. All right, and now let's see what happens to SLC 3. We drew a 6. He is not detected. So it's only SLC 2 for now. All right, so 2's been spotted. Yikes. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to have patrol craft movement. This one is just going to roll. So we rolled a 5. He's going to go in exactly the wrong direction. Darn it. Ha ha ha. All right, so we're going to, this one is within 3 hexes of a detected guy. So I'm just going to have him come this way. So he's chasing them down. And then this one, again, is more than 3 hexes out. So we're going to see if he moves any closer or not. Doesn't. Stays right there. So they're going to get removed from the board next time, probably. Okay, so that was patrol craft movement. Nobody's getting hit this turn. Nobody's getting attacked. And that's that. So now we're in the cleanup phase. This one's still within 3 hexes of an SLC, so he's not going to get removed. This one no longer is, so it's going to come off the board. This guy is submerged, so we're going to lose our detection token. And then we are going to make sure that this exhausted guy is readied. And then we're going to change the time. So it's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. Okay, so back to the fault check phase. Oh, fault checks. How I hate thee. Okay, SLC 1 is going to have some sort of problem. What will it be? It is a wetsuit fault. Uh-oh. Okay, so we have a repair check of 5. We got it. Oh, thank God, because I didn't want to get stunned right now. No. Okay, so it worked out okay. Whew, that was a close one. I kind of feel like we're already doing way better than history. Let's just do this thing and get out of here. Okay. Okay, so I have some options with SLC 1. My Warhead is messed up. I can try to attack directly with my SLC, but I have to roll 6 ops in order to do it, and that's a big risk. So I think what I might do, it's a roll of 6 to repair the Warhead. I'm going to use my entire turn repairing my Warhead. So my Warhead is back, and that was all of SLC 1's turn. Now SLC 2, they also have a busted Warhead, but the more pressing problem for us is that we have all these patrol ships in the area. So I think what I'd like to do is try to move 2 and get into this space. Ooh, all right, so we got our full move. So we've slipped over this way. So we're kind of sharing space with this guy, and maybe we can get our warhead fixed, and we can do a little bit of an attack. So that was my first move. Because I can roll 2 repair dice, why don't I do that? I'm gonna roll 2 and see if I can fix my warhead up. Oh, that was double 6s, yes! All right, so my warhead is fixed on SLC2 as well. This is gonna be awesome, potentially. All right, so SLC3, they have 2 things they could do. Let's go ahead and do a free move up in here, and then let's change direction. If I can get a pilot check. All right, we got it. So we can change direction and maybe come up here. Just trying to spread around, you know, and do some different kinds of damage. That's what we did. Let's see what happens with the searchlights first. So everybody's submerged. So a 10 wasn't enough for 1. 2 got out of it. 3 got out of it. Okay, nobody spotted us with their searchlights. Let's see about the patrol boats. So everybody is undetected, but we're all in the harbor. So what that means is that we need a 9 or better will get us. SLC1 makes it away. SLC2 makes it away. SLC3 makes it away. That was awesome. So now the patrol boats are going to move. It's possible we can get attacked this turn just from how they move. So so Patrolcraft 3, they're going to move this direction. So they're still kind of around. Patrolcraft 4 moves 2. So it doesn't spot us, but it comes up into the same space as us, and so we're gonna get attacked. Let's see what this one does, Patrolcraft 1. Okay, so that one rolled a 4. It can't actually go that way, so it just stays right where it is. Now we're gonna get Patrolcraft attack. I'm submerged, it needs a 10+ to hit. Oh no, but it got it. So what happens is that Patrolcraft just kind of fired a shot. SLC3 is gonna be stunned. So what that means is that I now only have 1 action point. That's hard. That's really hard for me. So that was Patrolcraft attack. And now we are back to a fault check phase. No, we're back to cleanup. So we're in cleanup. This guy is 1, 2, 3 away. He's still on the board. These guys stay right where they're at. Nothing gets removed. The time advances. It's 4 a.m. We got 4 turns left to kind of do whatever we're going to do. And I think we'll get a lot done this turn. Hopefully. We got to repair warheads, which is helpful. Okay. So here's my plan. First, we got to do a fault check. All right, so our fault check is going to go to SLC number 2. Let's see what it is. Okay, it's a ballast tank fault. That's rough for us. We'll roll 2 dice and see what happens. And our ballast is messed up. So what that's going to mean is that we are automatically going to surface. But I mean, we're already in here and we have our warhead ready to go. So maybe it'll be okay. That was our fault check. And now it's time for SLC actions. So what SLC1 is going to do is we're going to just move our 1 for free into here. All right, so what we're going to need to do next is we're going to detach our warhead. What that means basically is that in order to attach your warhead to a ship to blow it up, you have to detach it from your SLC first. So it's like a 2-action process to make it happen. So we need 4 ops points to detach. And we got 5. Excellent. So we have detached the warhead. We're going to take it off of SLC1's card, and we're going to put it over here on the token. We actually cannot move now until we have done something with the warhead. Once it's detached, we have basically committed to being in this place and going after this ship. So that was what SLC1 is going to do. SLC2 is over here, and I think that we're going to go ahead and do the same thing over there, except that since we're already in the space, we're going to go ahead and detach our warhead, and then we're going to go ahead and attach it, depending on how our rolls go. So let's do a detach action first. All right, we got it for 4. So we have detached the warhead, and now let's see if we can attach the warhead to the HMS Fury, of course. Oh, and that totally happened for 5 because it was 4 ops points. So, pew pew. So this leaves the board. And we also have taken out the HMS Fury. I'll just put it over here to score later. Hooray. Good job, us. All right, and then SLC3 is going to do something a little different. We are just going to try to get out of the range of these patrol boats. So we're going to go ahead and try for a full move. And at a 5, ooh, that did happen. Excellent. So we are going to get our full move. We'll come up 1, 2. So the question is, are we going to survive these searchlights or not? SLC2 is surfaced. SLC1 and 3 are both submerged. So let's see what happens. So for SLC1, we're good. SLC2, not so good. So SLC2 has been spotted. And then SLC3 has not. So SLC2 is going to take some heat. Oof. So now we're in the patrol boat phase. So for SLC1, if it gets a 9 or better, it'll find us, but it was a 5. That's good. SLC2 is surface, detected, and in the harbor. So yeah, ship's coming. Uh-oh. So patrol boat number 2 is back here, and they are exhausted for now, but they're back on the scene. And then let's have a look at 3. No, nothing's going to happen to SLC3. So we are about to have a delightful time getting attacked. Let's go with that. So now it's time for patrol craft movement. So this patrol craft here is just gonna move based on our little hex pattern here. So let's do that. So at 8, they stay in place. This patrol craft is gonna come right up in here chasing after SLC2. And then this patrol craft is gonna do the same. So they've all come in here. This one's still exhausted. And now they're going to go ahead and attack. So it's surfaced. That means a 7+ will hit. Yikes. So let's go ahead and see what happens there. That is a 9. So they got hit once. They are stunned. If they get hit again, we're going to have to take an automatic escape action to see if they get away. So let's see what we draw for that second attack. Only a 6. Okay, so SLC2 got hit once, but only the once. So that could be worse, actually. And then that was the entirety of the harbor defense phase. Let's do cleanup. So all the ships are going to stay on the board. This detection token will stay. This guy was exhausted, but he'll be ready. And it's now 4:30 a.m. And we've got a lot of work to do. So let's see who's going to take our next fault. We're running out of faults in the fault deck here. All right, so it's going to be SLC3 that takes one, and let's see what it is. All right, it's a wetsuit fault. The thing is that they're already stunned, so even if they don't get it, doesn't really matter, although they got a 6. So, I mean, I didn't really have to roll that because their wetsuit's already gone. It's just repeat, but we're going with it. And now we're into the SLC actions. So we've got a detached warhead ready to go here with SLC1. Let's do it. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We need 4 more ops points to attach the warhead to the HMS Ingelfeld. So let's go for it. Oh, yes. Okay. Boom. That is going to be a hit. Excellent. So this ship has been taken out. Now I have one more action. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to roll to try to scuttle my SLC. So basically I'm going to try to destroy it, wreck it, so that I can get away. And then as a 0-point action, I'm going to try to escape. So again, to scuttle, I'm going to need 4 ops points. Wish me luck. Oh, yes. Okay, so this ship is scuttled. It's going to be worth 1 victory point over here because it's equipment that we didn't leave behind for the Brits to find. But now let's find out if our pilots are going to escape. So now that our SLC is basically gone, we're going to make an escape roll. Depending on how high it is, our pilots either escape successfully or they are captured by the British. If they escape, we get a point, they come over here, and if it were a campaign, we get to use them again. If they're captured, they're out. Let's see. A 1. There's just no modification that's going to help that. Although, actually, they do still have this surge token that never got taken away. So let's just use it. A surge token will let you reroll, so let's just see. No, it was still a 1, but hey, I tried. Okay, so these guys got captured. It's unfortunate, but it just happens in the field sometimes. So things ended in a mixed bag for SLC Team 1. Okay, so now SLC 2. What I'm going to do here is we're absolutely, so you cannot scuttle a craft that has a patrol ship in the square. So what we're going to do is we're just going to move 1 away. So I'm going to need a 4 to scuttle my craft. All right, a 6. That's definitely enough. So now this craft is going to be scuttled. And we're going to make an escape roll. So let's see if we got away this time. A 2. No. They did not escape. So these guys also got captured. These guys are getting captured left and right this time. Whoops. And that leaves us with SLC 3. I kind of think that depending on where we're at this point, we're going to need to do a scuttle. So let's roll for that scuttle. Yes, it's going to happen. The craft is scuttled with our 1 move. Goodbye. And then we're going to roll an escape for them. And let's hope that someone gets out of here alive. Come on. A 5. All right, so this would be +1 for being still before 5 a.m. It's -1 because they're still in the harbor. So that makes it still turn out a 5, and that is enough to escape. You need a 4 to 6 to escape, a 0 to 3 to get captured. So one of our guys, one of our diving teams made it out. Fantastic. So let's talk final score. We got 2 ships that were worth 3 points each. We managed to scuttle all 3 of our vehicles, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a 10th point for an escaped diving team. So for me, that is 10 points. That is a bronze medal of victory. It was a minor victory, and at any rate, better than the actual first SLC mission in Gibraltar went historically. So this was a full playthrough of By Stealth and Sea, designed by David Thompson, soon to be published by Dan Version Games. It will be on Kickstarter this Tuesday, February 25th, and I really think highly of this game. I can't wait to play a fuller version. Happy gaming.